Hello everybody, my name is ShortlineKate19 and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Um, Part 2 of our recreation of Stephen Baxter's Voyage. And I have gone and I have done some modifications to our MEM. We were working on the Mars Excursion module last time, the first component. And yeah, I was doing some modifications to it, continuing to build it out. I think we're gonna try and finish that today. I'll show you what I did. Well, the first thing I did, hold up, the music does seem kind of low. There we go. Oh, it's fading out, that's why. The first thing I did is I went and installed a couple of mods. The first being the Launchpad mod. So we have, or the KSC extended mod, which extends out the KSC so the runway is longer. You have proper VAB, 39A, 39B. You also have hangars. You have Slick 40 and 41, so a Titan ITL complex. Couple of small sat launch pads all the way out here, and a couple of landing pads out that way. So that's all good, in addition to the normal KSC. I also installed the modular launch pads mod. We'll see if we can make use of that later on. But for now, let's go back into Spaceplane Hangar. And let me load up Mars Excursion module. Now, I think there are also a couple of other mods that well, when I installed the Launchpad mod, it also, through CCAN, it also installed this Sock-alike SpaceX mod, which I'm gonna have to be careful about how I don't want to really use those. I just forgot to unselect it when I went to install CCAN. But we will we might save that for something else. Okay, so here's our mem. The biggest change is I added some more fuel. And I changed the fuel tanks, so the fuel tanks are a lot more they're a lot more accurate to the actual thing. So it looks, the mem generally looks better now. So I think what we have to do is we have to do a couple of more things. And the first thing we have to do is we need to build out our rover. Our little fold up rover that we're gonna build for the surface. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I am going to save this as a separate craft because we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna delete the fairing. We're gonna, I guess, have this thing be like how it would be on the surface. So that's what it would look like on the surface, just like that. And we got to fit a rover into the back of there. So that's the main thing that we're going to be doing today. Fitting a rover into the back of that. So first thing, we need, I think for this, I want to go about doing this is going to be fairly simple. We need a decoupler. What's like the smallest? PD6 decoupler. There we go. So we need a decoupler, and then we need, I guess another strut point. And then, let's see, we need structural, we need some panels. So that seems a bit too small for a rover. That seems a bit too big for a rover too. Well, let's see. I gotta figure out like how exactly do I want to put this thing together. Because it has to be that size is what it has to be. The rover has to be like that. And actually, hold up. If I go ahead and do that. Because what I'm thinking is it's going to be like the, I want this to be like the Apollo LRV. So... Or actually, you know what I can do? I don't need that mounting point. I want this to be like the Apollo LRV, where, the Apollo LRV, you had the main, I guess, bulk of it, folded up into the descent stage, and it all folded nicely into the bottom of the descent stage, and then what happened was, it would fold out nicely and all that, and then it would, you'd have to attach a whole bunch of stuff onto it. And luckily for us, since when did I have a manned maneuvering unit? I guess it's one of the mods that I installed. MMU would be cool. Okay. I've been doing a lot of research. Well, actually, I have it right next to me. This wonderful book called Bold They Rise, which is about the early shuttle program. And I've been doing a lot of research on the early shuttle program and a lot of the early flights and whatnot. Because, let's see. Wheel. Yeah, these things. These are the rover wheels, by the way. Just because I find the early shuttle program sort of fascinating in a lot of ways. Because there were a lot of things that were done during it that still today haven't really been repeated. And one of those things is untethered spacewalks, like with a jetpack, like the manned maneuvering unit. And it's would these wheels be better? Because with these wheels, okay, we'll try and fiddle around with these wheels. But what was my point? Something. Hello, Average. Welcome in. Something. Early shuttle program. Something. Manned maneuvering unit. How are you doing today, Average? Hey, boss. Can I have a pizza, please? I did not have pizza. I had pork tenderloin for dinner. But oh well. How are you doing today, Average? I hope you're doing well. Fuck. Is everything okay? I'm alright. Good to hear. I am currently trying to figure out how the fuck do I pack I'm trying to figure out how to get a rover. Sleepy isn't sleepy, unfortunate. Into a sizable rover into a very, very small space. So if I start retracted like that, I guess I could do that. Yeah. Duct tape it. I mean, listen. Duct tape is in the wise words of one Mark Watney. Duct tape is magic and should be worshipped. I love The Martian. The Martian's such a good book. And good movie too, with Matt Damon. Okay. So that should that work? I'll have to see if that works. Because, let's see. Because that thing has to fold out, right? It has to fold out. And, oh yeah, that was a good movie. Good movie and good book. Andy Weir writes nice stuff. Although, I've only ever I haven't read, like, any of his other stuff, but The Martian was always nice. I'm just trying to figure out... Well, I guess the only way to really do this is via a test. So I think what we're going to do... Well, I also need to add a probe core. How long would most KSP players survive on Mars? Probably not very long. I would not survive on Mars very long either. I probably wouldn't survive out in the woods very long, but okay, what's like a very small sort of probe core? There we go. That's a small little probe core. I'd imagine you'd be in that Moist Critical one recent video. I haven't watched Moist Critical in, like, forever. I just kind of got bored of his content. Well, there's only one way to figure this out, and that's to do a test. To see if, this will actually deploy out properly. It probably won't, but it's still worth a try. Edge. Okay, here we are. Pop us up on the on our landing gear. And now it's just a matter of extending these out. Probably remove those from symmetry. Popping that off. Fuck. Well, that didn't go very well. I don't think our rover... I somehow got reaction messages banned on someone's Discord server. Ow. Is it someone that I know? I don't know. Yeah, so that didn't go too well. I think... I'm too good. You're too based. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the decoupler force percent needs to be reduced down, obviously. And then the little probe, that's... So my intention is, like, I'll deploy the base of the rover out on the surface, and then the Kerbonauts can come out and actually put, like, the chairs and the solar power and all that stuff onto it. So... Okay. Organ angle dampening. Oh, yep, okay. Then we need dampening. Torque limit. Probably should be like 30 maximum. And then you extend out the... Nope, and it falls over again. Well, that's gonna be an issue. What if I... Here's a question. What if I go ahead and just don't deploy any of the wheels? What if I don't deploy any of the wheels? Sleepy. Now I'm the one who's sleepy. There we go. Dampening. Or down to 30, maybe like 35, 40. Go ahead. Nope. Or maybe, okay, maybe what I do. Let's, Well, first of all, let's, yeah, set that to 25, dampening rate. At like 35, and then 0. Maybe what I do is I simply turn the entire thing around. I do this for on the rover itself. I do that. Because if I'm gonna count on flipping the damn thing over, obviously we are going to have to test this on Duna itself. Trying to get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and 3%. Okay. Uh. Okay. Well, I don't know why I'm so tired. I didn't do anything today. I cleaned my room today, and then I organized my models, and that's it. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Try this now. Oh, with that, we can actually extend it out more. Hey, that actually works. And then what I can do is I can flip to the rover, play out the wheels. Hey, there we go. I'm automatically out of electric charge. Hold up. Infinite electricity. Yeah. There we go. It actually functions. Yippee. Okay. So that actually works. There we go. So that actually works. I guess the question now is, well, we're gonna need a couple of things in order to make this work. So inventory. Inventory? We need some seats. We need 2 seats. We need some sort of solar panel. And hold up. Actually, I could probably just put a solar panel on there automatically, right? Yeah, I can put a solar panel there, like, on right away. Okay, there we go. And then obviously, I need, like, an antenna. So the seats are on there. And solar panel. I'll actually reverse this. Very, very simple, very shrimple sort of rover. And obviously that won't deploy until it's actually out there. And then we need antenna. We need an antenna. There we go. That can deploy out on there. Actually, hold up. Yeah, put an antenna there. Might as well put... No, antenna's good. And then... Well, what we really need is... cargo storage container. Select kaiju goods. I see. Supplies, mulch, okay. Wait, did I install a life support mod that I didn't even realize? Pull up. Supplies, mulch. No, I didn't install life support mod. I already have my life support mods installed. Okay, so what we do need is we do need a cargo storage unit. We do need cargo storage units on this. Let's see. We're gonna put 2 of them. Actually, no. I'll make those modifications later. I just need to structural tunnel. That's for like shuttle and whatnot. Okay. So I think that might actually be good. We'll call it Rover or MRV, Mars roving vehicle. And then we will open up the standard mem that we have. Open up the standard mem that we have. Fairing, there we go. There we go. MRV. Don't want 2 of them, just want 1. Okay. And that will actually fit into the, that'll actually fit rather well into it. Okay, so that's actually rather good. Okay. And then... let's see. Anything... I mean, a lot has happened over the past couple of days. Anything that's happened that I can, like, allow myself to talk about on stream. ABL, which is they're another one of these small sat companies that... Except they're weird. ABL is a company that's building a small sat launcher called RS1, and they had one launch a couple of like 12 months ago that failed, and they were doing testing up in Kodiak, where they launch out of from Kodiak, Alaska, and their rocket exploded basically. There's no other real way of putting it. It exploded during a test, during a static fire. And, yeah. Of course, they're another one of these companies that tried to take advantage. Well, everyone's wanting to launch things into space, and if we build a small rocket, we'll have a whole bunch of business, and then that market promptly dried up, because why spend $5 million on a dedicated launch for something that weighs, like, half a ton when you can just spend like half that amount of money launching it in like a Falcon 9 with 50 other small satellites. Yeah, it's one of those things, but yeah. Tundra exploration. Oh, that's for Dragon XL. I downloaded the SpaceX mod, for whatever reason, and, I guess I accidentally downloaded it, and it, comes with, like, SpaceX parts, which is pretty nice, so I can build a Falcon 9 if I really wanted to. I'm not building a Falcon 9, but I could. Sick of the ads? Okay. Okay, yeah, there we are. We're so jack. Okay, so let me... Utility. I need... Well, first of all, I need... So I think for today, what I want to do is I want to obviously get the mem done. The main goal for today is to get the mem done. And then we can move on to the rest of the crew segment of the Ares stack, which is basically just a Skylab on top of this. But that should be relatively... The mission module for this should be relatively easy to actually handle. Okay. Up. No, there needs to be 2 of you on there. There we go. Okay. How, like, close in can I get? Just that much? Yeah. Then that... No, that's probably good. Let me see. I gotta make sure that the fairing doesn't, like, clip into parts of the craft too much. If it does, then that causes issues. Structural panel. There we go. Okay. Brush structure, nope. Fairing expansion, yeah, okay. So I need to inventory. What I need to do is I need to put in a... Well, on this side, what I'm going to do is... cargo... I'm going to put in, and then what? Experiment control station on that side. And then on this side, what I can do is I can put in a seismometer, then a goo module. That's going to be like our ALSEP sort of thing. There we go. And then in there, I need to put in... Oh yeah, I need to put in a seat. I think I'm just going to put in 2 seats, and then I can actually... On the rover itself, I have enough room for some batteries and stuff like that. So, let's see. Those are really small batteries. Those are much better. I need to put in some batteries for this thing. Make sure that it can actually continue to function. And then I need antenna. Just like a really small antenna. Up. Do I just have like micro antenna? Yeah, that's what I need. Something small just to be able to communicate. And then obviously I can put the seats on later, but that should be good for that. And then obviously up here I have the seats, and then what I really need is... Where is it? Utility. Under utility? Shuttle right. Wait, do I have a shuttle? Did I install a shuttle mod? I believe I installed a shuttle mod. Oh, I installed the shuttle construction kit. Oh, now that's one. Isn't that wonderful? Experiment airlock. That's kind of cool. Shuttle airlock, Shuttle C engine mount. Yeah, that's an engine mount for Shuttle C. That's like Space Lab right there. Inline airlock. Experiment airlock. That's like the igloo on Space Lab. Ohms pods. Yeah, I installed a shuttle mod. I might have to screw around with that later, but not now. Let's see. Fuck, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was going to, I need to, include some repair kits in this thing. EVA repair kits. We'll include 4. And then anything else that we might need? Science, no. Cargo. Well, we do need a, an antenna for... Oh no, we have an antenna for the main craft. What else do we need on this? Lights? A couple of lights, maybe? And that's really it? I think that's really it. That's all. Um I always like to add decals and stuff onto them. Because they are cool, that's why. Decals are just cool. They complete a craft in my opinion. Yeah, there we go. Those lights are fine. Those should shine down perfectly fine on the rest of the craft. Okay, and now we just need cals. Toggle flag. Flag on that's fine. And, text decal. I'll put a text decal, and then this is gonna be that text. Yeah. And then the name is that's the name of the Mars excursion module in the book. So maybe not in bold font. Do they have Helvetica? Yes, they do. They have Helvetica. And then the scale can be 15. So that's the mem calendar. And then I'll obviously put like the NASA logo on it too. And then surface wear 0. Edge wear cut off. Yeah. And then that will be there, and then we will set the text. And then the nationalization font, bold, or maybe not bold. And then that fill color, set it to red. Maybe the scale. Scale is good. Scale 15 good. Okay, that doesn't look all that good. I think it would be better if I just did it as like a flag decal. Like a I have a uh I have fuck, what did I take off? Oh, come on. Is there I really wish there was an undo button in the game. Oh well, we'll fix that. Scale, set flag. That's a worm. Edgeware 0. Scale 25. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got the decals. And then the only thing left is, what did I do? I obviously removed a part from something. Oscar O hemispherical liquid fuel tank. I just gotta go around and check. Oh no, I undid it. Okay. In that case, that is all fine and good right there. All right, so I think the mem is mostly done. This is mostly done. Let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and we can test fly this thing. We'll go cheat this thing into Duna orbit. We'll fly it down back to the surface. Oops. Hello, Kerbal Space Program. Okay. There we go. That orbit. Duna. I do want to set it down into a relatively low orbit. Excuse me while I glitch out for a moment. Where's the surface? There's surface of Duna. Let's see. So 66 kilometers. Okay. Turn the lights on in the craft. And then I need something to cover up the entire... Because you'll see what we'll have to do in a moment. In order to make this work. Because while the actual craft itself is probably done, there is a little bit to it that there's still a little bit of stuff we still have to do with the mem. Okay. So there we go. Got us in that, so we just have the mem by itself. And then we just coast down. Time warp. And then we will begin our re-entry. Now, if I recall, oh yeah, it will coast down to 50,000 kilometers, which is the atmosphere. And then There we go. Minimum pressure is 2. Okay. Oh yes, weren't here, but Angsu has followed 2 days ago. Thank you so much for the follow. So that's nice. Let's see, let's see. Now it's just a matter of posting down. Because the thing is that the actual I may have made my mem actually a bit too small. But we'll we'll see when we go to build everything else. But long story short, when this thing rides into space on top of our Saturn 5B, it will be in. So you have your CSM, your mission module, which is just like a Skylab, and then underneath it you have your adapter to the S2 stage, where you go from 3.5 to like 5 meters, right? And this rides in that adapter. And it needs to stay in an adapter like that. And it stays it basically in that adapter, because that adapter comes with it to basically until you reorient craft once you get to Mars. And then you do like a complicated maneuver in Mars orbit, and then to reconfigure the craft, and then you jettison that, and then you go back down. So, but we will see. Now, I don't like to physics warp, because physics warp fucks things up a little bit. So. Oh yeah, another thing, the barge for Pegasus barge for delivering the core stage for Artemis 2 is arriving at Kerbal Space Center, Kennedy Space Center today. So that's nice. So that is very, very nice. Just slowly coasting down into the atmosphere. I like that I have that shuttle construction kit now. I do want to, because I do want to screw around with that. Although, well, today actually is my last week of work, and then I have a week and a half, and then I head off to school. So expect some streams next week, and then the week after that, probably not. Probably no streams for the week after that while I slowly get settled in. Who knows though? But I am very glad in that case. Because I'll have a few days where I don't have to wake up at a specific hour for the first time in like a while. Being able to wake up whenever you want, like, I only really have that opportunity maybe once a week. And even then, half the time, like, one of my dogs comes down and lays on my bed. So, I'm gonna have a whole week where I don't have to do that. Okay. 20 kilometers in the atmosphere, the heat shield is still slowing down. I won't need that much ablator, if I'm gonna be honest. The ablator is just extra... It's just extra weight at that point. We can go ahead and begin the landing sequence now. We can arm the parachutes, not actually fully deploy them, though. Up. One of my One of my, excuse me if audio has changed slightly, because one of my sound dampening devices, aka a pillow, which I shoved between my two monitors, has just fallen over. So I'll fix that once we're down on the surface. Okay, there we go. Parachutes deploy. Go ahead and arm the next set of parachutes. Go ahead and get rid of that. Oh, this is not staged properly. Okay, I did not check my staging. Go ahead. Get the air brakes going. Deploy the landing gear. Main chutes coming out now. Still quite high above the surface, 5 kilometers. Those drogue chutes should, yeah, they're gonna fully deploy at 5 kilometers. Those are gonna fully deploy at 2,000. We begin our braking maneuver. Turning on the engines. Heat shield is going to fall away. 2,000 now, main's coming out. Need to really lay hard on the brakes to slow down now. Heat shield's impacted the surface somewhere. Landing burn. Oh my, he made it fit. Yeah, everything fits perfectly fine. Alright, landing burn, commence. Gotta really start slowing down now. 14 meters a second. 13, just keep the engines on full power. And coming down, add. Fuck, one of the landing gear decided to die. Okay, thank you, add. Everything is... No, I'm not doing Etsy shop. Okay, one of the landing gear decided to break. This is just a sim, right? This is 100% just a sim. Anyways, we are on the surface of Duna now. Hello, welcome in Spud. I am... Well, first of all, let me get up and one of my sophisticated sound dampening devices. Fallen down. These cost hundreds of dollars. Totally not just a pillow that I squeeze between monitors. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't, like, collapse again. But this is just a sim. Welcome in, Spud. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Okay. So I'm going to quick save, right? And the first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to try and deploy the rover. I forgot gravity on Duna is less than on Kerbal. I, like, get one of the Kerbals out and just flip it over? Come on, Jeb. I forgot that even though it will flip over on Kerbal, that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna flip over on Duna. Yeah, and it doesn't have any electric charge anyways. It's fully out. Okay, well, I stranded myself. Yay. Okay. Spaceplane hangar. We need to go back to the spaceplane hangar and try again. Well, he's stuck. Well, not anymore, because I can just... Force percent. What if I, like, force percent that up 100%? And then... Save, and then launch. Do we have the rover yet? I just finished designing the rover. The rover's the last piece of the mem itself. The only thing I need to do left is design the adapter that it's going to ride in during the journey to Duna. So that's the only thing that I still need to design. Other than that, it should be good. I can just set position, I realized. Altitude like 30 kilometers maybe. Oh, I've glitched myself out again. I've totally forgotten. Also, why are they crinkly gold? I can probably change them to crinkly gold. Just for the purpose of like, oh yeah, this is something that I need to do. It was just for the purpose of having it look cool or nice. I'll probably change them back. Well, in this case, we're going to attempt another landing. Hopefully a bit of a better one. Up to you, ultimately. Yeah, it's fine. I still need to reduce the ablator. I did install some mods. I installed, or I should say, I reinstalled KSC Expanded. I reinstalled. Can you show the rover again? Yes, of course. I reinstalled KSP Expanded. I also installed the shuttle construction kit mod and the and modular launch pads. Those are the 3 mods that I installed for the game. So this is not entirely accurate test. I'm more testing like, hey, can the rover actually properly deploy out of Challenger? Which is the name of the Mars Excursion module in the book. And then those chutes should deploy minimum pressure. Yeah, there we go. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to fix my staging. Fuck. Okay, so that's another thing I need to do. I need those. Oh yeah, we are coming down rather quickly, so I need to deploy those like now. And then brakes on. Oh, I am also coming down in like the worst spot imaginable. Literally on a ridge. I like try and position myself over there. So I won't come down on a ridge. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Nope. This is not like an accurate like sim at all. This is like worst case scenario. Fuck. Come on, point. Orient northwards. I need to land over there. So I won't fall and die. Okay. And then I also need to land at, I discovered, less than 10 meters a second. Because if I don't, then the air brakes as the landing gear, they will cease to function. So I do need to land relatively slowly. Okay. Okay. Those thrust limited? No, the craft is just generally heavy. To be fair, landing at less than 10 meters a second is generally a good idea regardless. Yes, yes it is, Spud. And in this case... Fuck. Well, okay. That wasn't ideal. We're gonna have to get better at landing the damn thing. But I am gonna just warp into daylight real quick. And, oh yeah, I forgot to start running the fuel cells. That might be important. In order to generate electrical power. Okay. Turret angle. Will it... No, it won't. Okay, well, back on Kerbal... Okay, I'm gonna have to change that. Because back on Kerbal, what ended up happening was it flipped over. Ow. The rover basically flipped over in the mem during the deploy sequence. I am also going to have to put in start fuel cell. I'm gonna have to put in an action group for the fuel cell. Okay. So target angle. There we go. Have that go in like that. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, in this case... we gotta angle the rover like... we gotta angle the rover like that. Target angle 15. And then on that end, target angle 15, and then on that end, we need to target angle 35. Okay, there we go. What do you think of RS-1 exploding? It's both funny and absolutely sucks. So those are my general thoughts on RS-1 exploding. I don't think... oh, that sucks right there. I think that at this point, why even bother develop a small sat launcher? Like, unless you have, like, some sort of major gimmick to it, RS-1 is, like, really freaking boring. There's nothing, like, fancy about it. Like, unless you're already flying. If you're already flying, or if you have some, like... if you're like Stoke, where you have something that's just kind of insane. So insane, it might just work. I don't really understand the point of, like, continuing. Or no, it's not that. I don't understand, like, what kind of business case are you gonna make in that point? Ours one's like the most generic small startup launch company. I keep saying like, okay, I am, fuck. Yeah, they are. It's just a sort of, I, I, I don't know how you're gonna be successful sort of thing is what I'm really thinking. That's my thought process on it. Okay, while I'm here, I might as well actually go ahead and properly adjust my staging. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I've been pinged. Uh. Okay. I currently playing Kerbal Space Program, that is true. Let's go ahead and we'll do another re-entry. Like full-on re-entry. Generating electrical charge. Actually do this properly, unlike before. Oh, nope. Okay. Uh. Alright, alright. Bullseye. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, jettison that, and we will begin our coast down. Oh, well, let's see. What else am I doing this week? Well, this week is my mom's birthday, so that's cool. On Wednesday. And then, we might go whitewater rafting for that, and then Saturday, Friday's my last day of work, and then Saturday is Metro Fest. DC Metro is holding a little festival where they'll get to sit in the cab of a train, and they'll bring out a couple of the older rail cars, like emergency vehicles and the heritage bus and all that, with, you know, like music and food trucks and stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun. I'll be there. Branch Avenue gives me a reason to ride the fucking green line for once. I think I've only ever ridden the green line maybe like 3 times. One for the speed run. Yeah, one for the speed run, one for just because I rode part of it from like Fort Totten south. I think that's it. Um, so yeah, it gives me a reason to ride that one. And then we're gonna go out to dinner with my family, so that's nice. I still need to ride the one thing I still want to do is I want to ride the if you saw the on my main channel the one where me and 29 down the line rank DC Metro stations. We found the Friendship Heights bus, which is like this weird free shuttle bus that goes around Friendship Heights and nothing else. We're like, that's a weird transit thing. We should make a video on that, or I could help 29 down the line make a video on that. Because, you know, I help him with that, and I appear in several of his videos, including the most recent one, which is our weird West Virginia trip that we did. Electron has a funny fairing now? It does? I did not see this. Bud, please send. I need to see Electron funny fairing. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? What? Okay. That is a... The heck? I guess this is the result of well, our satellite, we're buying a dedicated Electron launch, but our satellite can't frickin' fit in the standard fairing, so let's do this. That's very funny. That is very funny. Uh that is quite comedic. Okay, yeah, and then I will also hold up. Hold up, I'm about to glitch out. There I am. And then if you're curious, I will I so this is my friend 29 down the line. He is cool and good, and he's starting a new series where me and him went on a wacky West Virginia trip. No, we didn't. We didn't go to Grammarly, uh, but go watch that because it's fun. Um, and we had a lot of fun making it. Uh, Up what the? Oh yeah, this thing needs to, because this thing is technically asymmetrical. Oh yeah, I could. Did I do the capsule thing where if I roll the craft, I can adjust my? I guess I could. I don't know if it'd be all that effective up this way, but uh, minimum pressure. There we go. Deploy the mains. It's gonna be weird only living in the DMV area for like another 2 months, and then I'll probably never live here again. Kind of weird. Weird to think about. My time here is almost Jover. Right, here we go. Descending on, well, in the book it's Magnala Vallis, which is the landing site. What's weird to think about? I spaced out. That I'm gonna be living in the DMV region for just like another 2 weeks, and then I will never live here again in all likelihood. It's gonna be kind of weird. I've just become so familiar with the area that I live in, just the general region. DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia region. That's what we call it. I don't know. There's the rover, by the way. So I couldn't fit everything on the rover, so we do actually have to attach the seats for it on the surface. It might be me with DFW someday. I have never been out there, but I do hope to come visit in the future, because I still have a lot of people that I know here, and hopefully that will remain the case. Alright. Parachutes. Alright, begin. Slow down. Let's see, what would be like 138 meters a second. Okay. I like increase the spread angle on these. Will that help me slow down? I probably should start slowing down. I don't have any plans to leave, and I'm currently attending college nearby, so I'll probably be here for a while, but at the same time, life happens, so who knows. That's the thing. I'm going to college in an entirely different state. So I'm going to have to learn that area now. I guess the greater Savannah area, or whatever they call it down there. What state? Georgia. That's where I'm originally from. And then I still have a lot of family and friends down there, and I'm going to college down there. Plunk. What the fuck? Huh? Nothing broke. What the? You seeing this? Okay. Uh, I like... Huh? Huh? What happened? The fucking thing fell over. I landed, and then it fell aside. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna fall over. We have had an anomaly. Time to secure the area. Okay. Back down on the ground. Reset. There we go. There's our mem. Alright, this is what the mem is supposed to be like on the surface of Duna, Mars. I don't know. Target angle. Go. Decouple it. There we go. Oh, I also gotta switch to that and disable the that. Hey, there we go. And now what I can do, I can extend the ladder. Oh, I still act up. Well, oh yeah, technically it's supposed to transfer down to there, and then SN10 moment. That is an SN10 moment. Climb? No. Well, the thing is now is, are you an engineer? No, Jeb is not an engineer, so he can't do that. Okay. Let's get, I forgot if Bill or Bob is an engineer. Engineer, Bill Kerman, Bill Kerman, Bill Kerman. Although one aspect that I will be sort of glad to move away from is, I don't like suburbs. Bill is the engineer, yes. And I don't like suburbs. Suburbs are kind of cringe. And, I am moving to a place that is not a suburb. So that's nice. Like, it's... I don't know. I'm one of those people who prefers, like, rural areas. Cities are cool, and I like cities. I like exploring cities and whatnot, and especially, I guess the main advantage for me for be a city would be, like, public transportation and whatnot. You know, based public transportation. And, but I don't know. I like my solitude, if that makes any sense. So here's our rover now. Our little rover, which kind of works. I am going to have to adjust the traction control. I enjoy the suburbs, but at the same time, I'm not a transit guy. It's just, I don't know. Because here's the thing about it for me. In a city, like in your ideal... Okay, then. What the fuck? To me, in your ideal city, right? You don't need to own a car because you can just take public transportation everywhere, and it's safe and it's efficient and it's all nice and fine and good. In a rural area, you have to make efficient use of your vehicle. Like, you have to have a vehicle, private vehicle, but you have to make efficient use because, the nearest gas station or, like, grocery store may be a decent chunk, like, 10, 20 minutes away. So you have to plan and make efficient use of your car. In a suburb, you don't have either of those things, right? It's not like... It encourages, because of how everything is in suburbs, it encourages basically wasteful use of your car. At the same time, it's not like easily walkable, or there isn't like public transportation that you can have to actually, go places any convenient manner, way that's actually good or convenient. That's sort of my philosophy around it. Oh, yeah, I should probably extend the solar panel so I don't this looks so stupid. But hey, it works. That's my general thoughts. But okay, yeah, the mem does actually work, which is good. So if I break it's, I don't know. Suburbs for me, it's just everything's so spread out, so you can't like easily go out and walk places and stuff like that. But there's also just way too many people at the same time. My ideal place to live would be like a town, a nice little small historic town that's kind of out there, but it's still close enough to a major metropolitan area to have like, you know, a small town that's walkable, that's close enough to a major metropolitan area where I could realistically like take like a regional rail train or something in there or something like that into the city. Like a lot of the towns out in Maryland that are served by the Mark Brunswick line, stuff like that. Towns like that. You know, small little towns that are kind of rural, but you know, if you want to go into DC, you're just a train ride, like a 30-minute train ride away. So you like the exoburbs. Yeah, that's a way of putting it. I would say that's the case. Cannot board a full module. Oh yes. We need to transfer something like that, yeah. Transfer crew, EVA transfer. Alright, and now say that we've done everything we need to do on the surface. We deployed our ALSEP, whatever, driven around, flag, all that fun stuff. And then we just take off and we go. And then here's our mem as we take off. We leave the descent stage and the rover behind. And then it's interesting because when I first tested this out, I didn't actually have enough, because the actual like main craft won't be in a low Mars orbit. It's supposed to be in this really weird eccentric orbit that goes all the way out there and then comes back. So this did not have my initial version where I just had the 4 tanks on the sides and not like the clip tanks that I have now. Didn't have enough like Delta V to actually make it to said orbit and enough to pull off a rendezvous. But this does, so that's nice. That is very, very nice. Okay. Alright, the fuel tanks here are almost empty. Okay. Empty, we can go ahead and jettison. And then they run the center fuel tanks. Well, you run these side fuel tanks, you jettison those side fuel tanks, and then you run it off the single fuel tank. And then you just have, once you dock back up, excuse me, once you dock back up to your mothership, what you do is you transfer back to your main craft, you jettison the mem. The mem does like a deorbit burn to trigger the seismometer left back on the ground. Just like during Apollo. What they did with the LEM during Apollo. Same idea. But we're doing our little end-to-end run, end-to-end sim real quick. Now that we've gotten the altitude, we just need the horizontal velocity. Yes. Here we go. Una 52,000 meters per second, or meters per second, 52 kilometer apoapsis. Just a matter of getting our horizontal speed now. And those fuel tanks are depleted, so we can jettison them. We are just on the center fuel tank now. Have 1,000 meters a second left to delta V. That's way more than enough in order to get into our get into a proper orbit. I know we're taking a bit from cosine losses here, but that's okay. And 55 kilometers by 24 kilometers, that's excellent. We should be able to get into an orbit from that. We only need about like 100 more meters, or not even 100, like 80 more meters a second at delta V in order to get into orbit. That leaves us with about 800 left to get into our elliptical orbit and do a rendezvous with the rest of the craft. Plus, we have RCS that we can fall back on just in case. So in that case, where did I put the RCS? Life support tank, fuel tank. Yeah, okay. In that case, we are actually good. The mem works. It works. Yippee. Okay, well, now... what are we doing now? Now... Alright, I'm gonna half now. Well, thank you for joining in, Spud, and I will talk to you later. Have a very nice night. 400 fuel tank. Where's our monopropellant? Probably should increase that. And then also, I'm gonna go ahead and disable that. And then on the heat shield, we don't need as much ablator. We can go down to like 360 and we'll probably be okay. But there's our mem. Actually, I changed my mind. Dang it. Dang it, woman. I don't know. Okay. Mars Excursion Module. So here we are in our mem. This thing is done. For the most part. Now... what I need... I actually need to go in, and I need to bring in my Apollo Direct Descent spacecraft. Apollo Direct Descent. Actually, it would probably be easier just to bring in the tanker. So here's our Saturn V. Our Saturn V-B will be a bit different, but for the sake of trying to... what we need to do, yeah, we'll keep that. What we need to do is, so in the book, if this, so this is how the Ares stack is. If this is your mission module, your Skylab, and you have your CSM up here, you have your S2, which gets you into orbit, and then in this little adapter over here, where the J2 would ride, that's where you would have your map. Oh, somebody followed. Hello, OAI 101 or OI 101. Thank you for following. I hope, welcome in. That's where your mem would ride. So what we need to do is we basically need to modify this.
We have had an anomaly.
Oh, what happened? Did the stream die or something? Oh no, you're just trying out the frickin' we have had an anomaly emote thing. Yes, that's not one that gets used all that often, but it is by far my favorite. Okay. So, um uh let's just type this Ares whip for right now. Work in progress. And then save. And then direct ascent tanker. Well, save game. Uh we need to bring in that played the exact second I opened a GIF of RS1's launchpad before and after the explosion, Lamau. Genuinely thought it was a part of the video. That's funny as shit. Okay. So, the mem is supposed to ride in there. Obviously, that's not gonna work, because there just simply isn't enough room. Um, and then I'll probably just modify the tanker into, like, my Skylab equivalent. Uh, so... Um... Hmm. Here, let me take a minute to just check some things real quick, and then we'll continue on with this. I just need to. Uh, I just need to check something up. One of my friends. Hold up. Okay, sorry. I was just responding to somebody. Um. So. Uh. So ideally, our shroud. That's where the mem is supposed to dock. The bottom of our mission module, right? So I guess the first thing that we can do is we can get ourselves a docking port. Um, where is a docking port? There is a docking port. Get ourselves a nice little docking port, and then reroute our mem right there. Field. PD37 to coupler. So that's how big the shroud needs to be for the mem. Which is quite big. Uh, So, okay. And then you also have to remember, because while this is on the way out to Mars, you have this, you have your MS-4B, which you use to get back to low into a high Kerbal orbit or Earth orbit at the end, and then you have your MS-2, which gets you out to Mars. So, let's see. So you need. Let's ditch that, right? Uh, you have that, right? And then PD37 to coupler. You basically have that. That's what you have. And then that's the shroud in which your mem rides in. And then that's like barely enough. Uh bearing. Or actually, you know what? You know what we can do? Hold up. Can we like transfer? I'm starting to think. I'm in Fox Focus mode right now. So, okay. That decoupler won't do anything. What I can do is okay. Hide all. So what I'm thinking is we put this on the back of there because you have to remember. Okay, let me get up a photo of what I'm trying to do. KSP Aries. I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Average Hot Rat said hydrate. I will. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Play capture. This is what we're looking at. So if you look at the Ares stack upon departure, right? This is right after you do your TMI burn. You have that, which is there's your mission module. There's your where the mem is riding in. Right? And then when you get to Mars, what you do is you break into orbit and then you basically do that. Well, I guess, look, in this video, they have that shroud simply go away, right? So I guess Ares 5 8-meter telescope mission. What is this? Oh, hi, Kamala Harris. The third time I've seen you today in an ad. Okay. Ares 5 8-meter telescope mission. I guess that is an 8-meter telescope. Oh, it goes out to like L2. Is this serviceable? No, it's just like a big telescope version. Oh no, yeah, you could service it. Look. Oh, that's cool. That'd be cool. Okay, back to Kerbal Space Program. Is there, what is it? Control Z is an undo button that freezes my game. Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. Although Control Z does kind of fuck some things up on occasion. Okay, let me actually instead of using Control Z because I don't entirely trust it, I will just go back to here. Okay. There we go. Now we need a docking port. And now we need to open our mem. There's the mem. Reroute. There we go, and we'll call this Ares whip. Ares stack work in progress, because that's what it is. Okay. So. Let's see. Do that. Okay. Those struts we can just toss because we don't really need them. Those struts are fine. So delete fairing, build fairing. So that's what that would look like. Hold up, edit fairing. So that's what that would look like right there. Yeah, there we go. And then okay, there we go. Honestly, that's kind of a bit ridiculous, but hey, it'll work. And then the idea is you this fairing staged, not staged. I do want this fairing to be staged. Yeah, that fairing will be staged, and then let me fairing deploy. I got to what I got to do now is nope. I gotta like strut these together. Okay. This is slowly coming together in terms of how I want it to actually function. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So that all connects up. That's all fine and good. And now what we need is, do we have any parts that are... That's another thing we need to check. We need to check auto strut, or any of these auto strutted to one another. Auto strut disabled, auto strut disabled. I do recall there might be some auto strut disabled, rigid attachment on. Auto strut, oh yeah, auto strut to root part. And then that's auto strut to root part too, which is fine, because when those, you have to be careful about that kind of stuff, because when those change, when the root part changes, when we go to separate the mem and the root part changes, it will just auto strut to the root part of this craft, which is the command module. So that would be good. Very extension mouse over. Okay. So there's the beginning of our Ares stack. Somebody has texted me. It's also like 80 degrees in my room because of my stupid space heater. Severe thunderstorm warning alert for Alexandria. That's fine. Alexandria is quite a ways away, so I don't know why I'm getting an alert for that. Okay. There's one campus at my college that's kind of famous for alerts keep going off, because there's always something. The emergency alerts at that college campus always keep going off, and it's kind of a like a regional joke or joke among everyone who goes to the community college I went to. And it's just, oh yeah, it's that college again, that campus again has decided to blow the fuck up. Okay. So Oh, hello, Transporter Erector. Okay, so this is... I need to auto-strut that to the root part. And that's auto-strut to the grandparent part. Okay. So that is where the mem rides in the that's where the mem will ride in the from the time of the actual Ares crew segment launch to Mars orbit or Duna orbit. Something I will do is I will actually take those off, and I do actually want to make this look like using some decals, actually make it look like Skylab. So let's go ahead. I want to get a picture of Skylab up. I feel like any good photo of the orbital workshop without the sun shield on. Actually, hold up. Skylab B. Okay, the exterior of Skylab is kind of like silvery. Let's see. Science, communication, cals. And then I can't... Yeah, I can only turn that orange or, double side decal, generic decal. No. And then, okay. But, actually, let me check something. So, Ares Whip, stock, someone's texted me, mess around. Let's go back into this save, or load up my Saturn V from earlier. Yeah, structural tube. Okay, yeah. Something about that didn't look entirely right to me. Current save game, Ares Whip, has college campus that shall not be named, like, been detonated by a meteor, who the fuck knows. RCS fuel tank, okay. But yeah, that's the root part for the entire craft. So if I just disconnect that, I won't need... Well, I will need RCS fuel. Actually, let me open that back up again. Ares Whip. That might actually be fine. Let me go ahead and get a tube up. Tube. Nope, not that kind of tube. Nope. That kind of tube. Yeah, let me go ahead and just compare, like, lengths real quick. And then, what is that? A XL remote guidance unit. So, that right there could be it. Let's see, remote guidance unit. I always put the battery underneath that, because that's just how I do it. Oh, come on, that got rid of that. Well, that's fairly easy to get back to normal. Go by... Okay. Let's see. There we go. That's all fine and good. And then decal. Let's see. Flag decal, surface base decal, flag decal. And then I don't actually have, like a metallic Skylab sort of thing. So, you know what? We'll do that later. Although, hold up. Um. Let's see. I need to look up. What's the name of... I always forget. Forget what the name of the frickin'... I forget what the name of the mission module is in the book. I don't remember. Oh well. Well, in this case... Let's see. Oh yeah, well that's another thing. Well, actually, that should be fine. I just realized, because... delete fairing. What I might actually do... And I know this sounds stupid, but... is there a larger docking port? Because once at the end of the mission, you have to put a docking port there, because that connects back up to the Ares stack, which then propels it out of Mars orbit. So do we have, like... That's, like, way too big. The Grand... Yeah, so we actually need... We actually need that. And then we need that to connect to that docking port. As goofy as that sounds. And then we can just have the MEM take the frickin' docking port with it, right? There we go. There we go. Roll down there. Yep, there we go. Take the frickin'... Yeah, take it with it. Have a nice, solid, rigid connection there. Like, no big deal. Okay, there we go. And then... Let's see. And now I just need... Let's see. Okay. So if I look at Skylab, I need a picture. I need a picture of Skylab. Give me pictures of the orbital workshop. Okay. So... What we need to do now is we need to have an engine plate. We need to get up an engine plate. We need to get up that kind of engine plate. Where's that engine plate? There's that engine plate. That will be in a separate stage. And then what we need is... We need, like, a docking module. Or something. All effect thruster. Like an equivalent of the Skylab docking module. So... Also, we don't need liquid fuel and oxidizer in there. Actually, that's another thing, right? Life support, utility, cargo. You have to remember, like, the Kerbals are going to be in there for gosh knows how long. Well, like 2 years. The actual mission is supposed to be like 300 days in the book. Or like, I know, the actual mission's like 600 days in the book. So we are going to... Sure, we're going to empty that of liquid hydrogen, but we actually need to like expand it out a bit more. We actually need, let's see, containers, life support. We need like massive life support tanks. And then with the life support on board, 300 days, 1 year. What's our power output? Yeah, okay. Okay. So we actually need, and then I guess as a part of the thing, they probably would, as a part of the various Saturn upgrades, they like stretch everything. So in that case, we'll have our MS4B, which is like a stretched version of just standard S4B. So it is a bit longer. Oh, and then all the struts went away. Fuck. Okay, well, we are going to have to fix that, but let's see, radial attachment point. Or do I even bother? Yeah. Yeah, they probably would stretch the frickin' S4B, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know that was called for in a lot of post-Apollo, like, Apollo MS, Saturn mod stuff. Okay. And in this case, what I'm also going to do is... I'm not going to take... I don't know how long this mission is actually going to be, but I'm not going to take, like, any chances of my Kerbals dying. I need to check, like, how long does it take to get to Duna? Ridge attachment on, ridge attachment on, ridge attachment on, ridge attachment on, ridge attachment on. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look. KSP... Take... At Duna. Takes about 200 days. Let's be safe and say like 250 plus 250. 500 days? Alright, that should be... We have like double the life support that we need, although we are gonna have 4... Huh? We are gonna have 4 Kerbals on there, so... One, two, three. How much is just 3? 300 days? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There I am. I am all good. In terms of life support. Go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Wait, how many... How long is a Kerbin year? About 426 days is 1 Kerbin year. So that Takes 250, so 250 plus 250 is 500. So that's 500 plus, that's like 600 days, which is like the actual length in the book of the mission. It's like 300 and 595 days, I think is the mission. So I think that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. And now what we need, well, what we need now is there's a lot of struts that we still need, like get the Le Grande docking port. Obviously those are those struts. Well, I gotta check if those struts are still gonna function properly. Hopefully they will. Yeah, those struts are still there. So it's really just these struts. And then the frickin' thing for the mem also. I didn't even realize. Well, okay, you know what we can do? The good thing about the mem is I can just go do Ares Mars Excursion module, merge it back in. Just do the same thing that I did before. Oh, nope, I don't want 4 mems. There we go. There we go. And then extra stage. Well, I gotta check the staging anyways, but we'll check the staging in a moment. We got to fix these struts. Go. Okay. There we go. Gotta fix these struts. There we go. And then that in there? No. There we go. Got those struts. And now we still need. Actually, let me check. Sorry, I was focusing hard on building my spacecraft. Here we go. See if the struts in there are okay. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, there we go. That's still auto-strut root part. That's still auto-strut root part. That's... And then to hold the actual spacecraft in there, auto-strut. Engine plate to the root part. And then capsule to the root part too. Okay, and now what we need some struts down here. Up. Nope, I fucked it up. There we... Okay, there we go. A bit difficult. This is probably, like... I don't know, there's just so many moving parts on this. This is probably... By the time this is over, this will probably be the most complicated thing I've ever built in KSP. I mean, Mir 2 was pretty dang complicated. I've built, like, ore stations in the past that had a lot of moving parts to them. But, like, the thing about a space station is that once you build the said station, you typically don't expect to be... Like, once I built Mir 2, when I built Mir 2, I didn't... Like, okay, once all the modules are docked together, they're all docked together. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and undock like major segments of my craft and to reorganize them in orbit. And you know, I've built ore stations in the past. Like I built an ore station around Minmus once that had its own. Had to fly all the components out there using a space tug, and that had its own lander, and that was pretty complicated. But this is quite complicated in and of itself. This might be the most complicated thing I've ever done in the game. Up. Okay. Somebody has texted me. Okay. Up. My lights are flickering. I'm gonna go ahead and just save this. Someone has texted me, so I need to check that. No, it's just 29 down the line texting me. Go subscribe to his channel. Okay. So, in this case, okay, so what we need to do is... So this is I need to check my staging is what I need to do. Go fairing, go. Let's see. The coupler, go. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away, that goes away. Go decouple the heat shield and the fairing and that, and then you have your little rover. Where's this? Oh, that's your engine plate up there. Okay. So this is the proper staging. And this is looking good. So that's our mission module, which, I mean, I have the book. I don't have a physical copy of the book. I used to, and then my mom threw it out. I probably should get a physical copy of the book, but I do have, I can go on my phone and look up the book. Because I want to... I want to look up... I forget. Mission... Module. I remember the lander is Challenger. The man module, I think, is Discovery? Endeavor. Endeavor is the mission module, which makes sense. They're all shuttle names. But, yeah, naming it Endeavor would be pretty... Yeah, that'd work. Let me go ahead and actually get that decal so I don't forget, because I will forget. Text, edgeware, and then pull up. Endeavor. And then Helvetica. There we go. So that's the name of the mission module, Endeavor. Just so I don't forget. And then outline disabled, no. Fill enabled. Set text. I can do like... Hold up, I'm gonna glitch out. Give me a moment. Negative like 5. Hold up. Why isn't it not? Hold up, I accidentally took a screenshot. Why is this not? Why won't it let me? Oh, come on. Hold up. Control C. Get rid of that. Text decal. Back on. Edgeware 0. Set text. Endeavor. With capital E. Helvetica font. There we go. Okay. That's so I remember. Okay. Before we do anything else, because I need my multiple docking adapter. There needs to be 3 docking ports there. And then the CSM rides on top of that. And I still gotta finish outfitting this. Because we still need the solar panels. Still need that. We still need that. Still need the docking adapter, and then we still need the CSM. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cheat this thing into orbit, and then we will test out the mission module, like CSM mission module, frickin' what's it called, sort of thing. Mission module, Mars excursion module, like adapter system. So. Okay. Beats. Set orbit. Set orbit around Kerbal. 86 kilometers, that's all fine and good. Okay. So this is what we have. Can I fit a crew? Well, yeah, there's no crew in the spacecraft. But okay. So I guess now we have to, I guess, just press the space bar. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, like, there goes Endeavor, and then, I mean, this thing has a probe core on it, right? So I can just jettison that, jettison the parachutes, the heat shield, all that. I can go ahead and jettison the fucking thing, the lower stage. And then once we go back, at the end of the mission, you just dock back up there, and then you're good. At least I think. Hold up. YouTube. Hold up. Yeah, you dock up back there, and then you're good. And then what you do is you jettison your mem. And then you come back down. You jettison your mem, and then you redo the thing, and then you go home. So that actually does work. Look at all these like frickin' cacophony of mem bits just floating about. Isn't that wonderful? That shaman, as the kids say. Fuck if I know. Anyways, well, that's good. So the next step would be... Next step would mostly just be finishing the mission module. Finishing Endeavor. Which, what we need to do for that is solar panels, the multiple docking adapter, which is supposed to have... There's a docking port on one end, there's a docking port on the side for the There's a docking port on the side, and then there is, I'm gonna add 3 docking ports, because, I don't know, because why not? And then, yeah, just the Block 5 CSM, and then the actual Ares stack will be complete. One thing, or the actual, like, crew stack, one thing that I do still need to do is, pull up. I still do need to, add a docking port onto the bottom of that. Or like some sort of adapter. So... let's do AE. 5-meter fairing. And then, tube... Where's that? Yeah, and then I just need docking. What is this? The Grande, the Grande. The Grand. And then I will also, just to be safe, rigid attach those. Build the fairing. Or actually, I don't know, what would be the best? I guess the easiest way to do this would be like that. So you got your... Oh yeah, that's another thing, because there's like a probe compartment that they fly. They do like a Venus like atmospheric probe, because this is, spoiler alert, this is a Venus swing by mission, which I don't know how I'm going to do that trajectory wise, but oh well. I guess I can just, in theory, like cram a little thing back in there. Little Venus probe. Well, the Venus probes are supposed to be like attached. I think they're supposed to be attached up here. like near the multiple docking adapter. Um, so that'll be all good. I am going to, because I do have that. Actually, you know what? We can, you know what we can do for that down there? We can add. Actually, what types of adapters do we have? That's, I am curious. We have types of like 5-meter adapters do we have? Someone has texted me. Rockamax brand flat adapter. We do have that. That's actually kind of what I need, if I'm gonna be honest. Classic white bear. White bear. White, okay. Actually, that works out perfectly. That's like exactly what I need in terms of an adapter. Okay. Because you have to remember that connects to the top of the MS-4B high Earth orbit injection stage. So that actually works out pretty well. That's what I need right there. You have to remember we still have to assemble the thing in low Earth orbit, and an interesting detail is that actually the assembly missions are for like all these individual stages are crewed because you need someone to go up there and like actually help put the thing together. So those actually have crew. So all right. So I think this is coming along quite nicely. I don't know when the next KSP stream is going to be. It depends on what I feel like it. But for the next KSP stream, it's just a reminder to myself. We need to complete... Next KSP stream, I'm aiming to complete the Ares stack. So, the actual, like, crew stack. So we got the mem, we got the mission module. What I need left is, well, the rest of the mission module. I need solar panels, I need the multiple docking adapter, I need the probes that follow along. There's a, the main one is a Venus atmospheric probe. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like a Venus atmospheric probe, and then there's, the actual command service module, which shouldn't take that long. Oh yeah, that's something I also forgot to test. I also forgot to test out the, like the docking port, because you have to remember, the MEM is going to take that little docking adapter, with it anyways. Okay, so, turbine set orbit. There we go. And then I go ahead and I undock that. Yep, that can take the adapter with it. That's perfect. All right. Excellent, excellent. Keep getting text, dang it. Okay. So I think I am good for now. This is all fine and good for now. I really like how this is turning out. I want to work on it more. Just not now. So I'm going to end the stream. Thank you, Average. Thank you, Spud. Thank you, OA 101 for following and being here. And I really don't feel like rating anybody. But I will see y'all in the next one, which will be Wednesday back for a Railroader stream. So thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.